Happy snowy day, Kodiaks. Today I'm sharing a Stories with Shuffles from this book called Her Story. Get it? Like history, Her Story. It is 50 Women and Girls Who Shook Up the World. And in this book, it has two-page biographies on several different women throughout history and across many different countries and continents. Who have done some pretty amazing things. So today I wanted to read to you about Wangari Maathai. She's an environmental and human rights activist. And you can see her biography has a lot of text. So what I've done is included the pictures from here. I took a picture of the pictures and the three main subheadings that group the different topics in her story. So Wangari Maathai, environmental and human rights activist, nature lover. Wangari Muta Maathai was born in 1940 in a village called Ahithi in Nyeri, Kenya. As a child, she loved nature, especially walking to the stream to fetch drinking water and watching the tadpoles wriggling in the clear, clean water. Later, her family moved farther along the Rift Valley, where her father had found work on a farm, but they soon returned because there weren't enough opportunities for Wangari's education, which was very important to her parents. Wangari then went to St. Cecilia's School, becoming fluent in English and converting to Catholicism. As one of the very best students at Loretto High School, she was chosen to study in the U.S. Trees and teaching. In the United States, Wangari earned a degree in biological sciences and a master's degree in science. She went on to become the first woman in East and Central Africa ever to earn a doctorate. She also became chair of the Department of Veterinary Anatomy and then an associate professor, once again the first woman in this part of Africa to achieve these things. Here's a quote from her. Trees are symbols of peace and hope. But all these firsts weren't enough for Dr. Maathai, who wanted to make an even bigger difference. She listened to local women, telling her that streams like the one she remembered from her childhood were drying up. Food was less plentiful, and they were walking farther and farther to collect firewood. She knew something had to be done to stop the deforestation that was causing so many problems in Kenya. Then she had a brilliant idea. Her idea was that everyone could make a difference in the world, saving the environment one tree at a time. She warned people, if you destroy the forest, then the river will stop flowing, the rains will become irregular, the crops will fail, and you will die of hunger and starvation. Local communities could protect their environment from these problems by planting trees and earning money at the same time. Now called the Green Belt Movement, GBM, Wangari's idea was hugely successful. Here's another quote from her. To the young people I say, you are a gift to your communities and indeed the world. You are our hope and our future. This is a picture on the left of Wangari planting a tree with former US President Barack Obama. Wangari was also passionate about education, which she saw as the answer to ending the HIV/AIDS pandemic that has devastated Africa and left behind nearly 15 million orphans. She believed that the only way to change things and to stop Africa being lost to the threat of disease was to eliminate ignorance, fear, and a sense of helplessness through education. Tirelessly working to protect both her own country and the whole continent of Africa, Wangari wrote 4 books about ecology in Africa. She also founded the Wangari Maathai Institute for Peace and Environmental Studies, bringing together academic research with the GBM's community-led action so that scientists and villagers could work together to save the earth. She accomplished all of this while raising 3 children, Waweru, Wanjira, and Muta. Invited to be a United Nations messenger of peace, Wangari addressed the United Nations many times and worked on several international environmental projects, including the Earth Summit. She was awarded many honorary degrees and won dozens of international awards, including the Nobel Peace Prize in 2004, when she became the first African woman to win that prize. Last section, shaking up the world. This is a picture of Wangari demonstrating the success of the Green Belt movement. Wangari dedicated her life to helping women, the environment, Kenya, and indeed the rest of Africa, all of which she believed to be linked. A leader in education, she dreamed of a world where communities could be empowered, especially women and children, where the environment could be protected and preserved, and where everyone could live in peace and harmony. Wangari's hard work means that local communities in Kenya, and thanks to her example around the world, are many steps closer to achieving that dream. Okay, if you would like to read about her or one of the other extraordinary women in this book, let me know and I will lend it to you from our Kodiak cave.